Hey guys, MUR-LOCK 68. I'll start off with this. This is the COBRA security that was given to me by Gabriel. This thing has been a real challenge. There's a few things I've noticed on this lock. I'm actually holding the camera right now, guys, so this thing was cut, re-welded, and then if you look closely there, this is not the original shackle. So somebody did some work to try to keep this Chinese lock alive. Long story short, you can see the more I clean it, what comes out of it, because that rag you see there used to look brand new like this one here. So I was finally be able to pull the shackle. I'm gonna try and open it up. I suspect that it's the spring or the bearings, because it's really difficult to open and there's no point in trying to pick it if I can't open it. So I'll hang on to this portion of the video and tack it on as I go along. Stay well. Hey guys, back again. I think I'm going to do this in segments to try to keep it. So here's the core. It looks like it's a 6-pin core. Probably populated to 5. As I suspected, core works just fine. I've got 2 different keys for it. And I believe the problem lies right in here, because as soon as this core engages that cam, it's just hell to pay. And I don't know if you can see that inside there. And now remember, this has been soaking for days. And the more I soak, the more rust and stuff that comes out of it. So I suspect that the spring or the bearing is jammed. And again, you can see the grinding that was done here on this. This has been welded. So stay tuned, guys. Hey guys, the saga continues. Take a look at this. You can see my hands. Still the amount. I was able to get the cam out. The 2 bearings. I cannot get this shackle to come out, which I find hard to believe, but it looks like it's that pin there, and I may have to stop right there. Just very strange. Just cannot be the original shackle, unless they took out the pin and put another one in. Man, they went quite the route. I also noticed that this drain hole here was plugged solid with rust, which explains everything. What, you may have a collapsed spring in there, who knows, but just the amount of stuff that's coming out of it, you can see it on my hands. So stay tuned again, guys. Hey guys, back again. So I'll be piecing this video together. You can see the cam looks pretty nice now. And I've come to the conclusion, this thing just had its 5th or 6th bath, and once I cleared that drain hole, it's not too shabby. I don't see any more rust. It's all been flushed out of there. So now it's whether or not I can put it back together and bring it back to you. On the other side of that, unfortunately, I'm going to have to charge Gabriel time and material on this job. So we're probably looking just under 1,000 Canadian, around 9 something, but I'll work something out with him and give him the best deal. I also determined that this is a homemade pin here. That's the only thing that's holding the shackle in there. I wish that I could have got it out, but I'm satisfied enough. I mean, take a look at this thing. You can see the welds just to get it working again, but this was definitely removed, and they went through a lot of work to get this thing. I tell you again, this is not the original shackle. They ground it down to make it fit, and it's not bad. So stay in touch. Jay, you know, it is what it is. We'll get you on a payment plan on this one, and we'll see if we can get this thing picked. Stay well. Hey guys, probably 2 hours in now. Put this thing back together. 100%, it's definitely the shackle spring, the only part of the lock that I could not get to because of that. You can see, and look, after how many baths, this thing still rusts. Still. But you can see the difference that when I open it upside down. So definitely the shackle spring. It's rusted. What I did was I took a broken pick and just cleared this whole drainage hole, which is pretty small, but it's clear now, and I worked that spring with lubricant, and it's back together and ready to be picked. Stay tuned. Okay guys, probably part 6 of the Gabriel COBRA security project. Probably including these rags back to Jay. Works much better than it did. See if we can pick it. And I actually got it. I don't expect there to be much in here, but let's give it a shot. Maybe we'll put some security pins in here, and I'm going to go with bottom of the keyway, as you can see, maybe heavy tension. Well, there we go. Can you imagine? All that. That was the first crack. Let's gut it. We're gonna gut it. The official gut on the COBRA security. After all these baths, still a tiny bit of rust coming through, as you can see. I'll try to pull the core out without pulling the cam out. And I didn't show it earlier, but this thing works very well. So let's get some tools. Probably gutting it to non-traditional here without the tray, but let's see. There's that. There's the key. We'll put a shim here just for the hell of it. Get a follower. And what do we have here? That's very strange. I don't even know what the hell that is in the 6th. It might have been a... Looks like it's only populated to 5. Let's have a look at what's inside. Yeah, some standard pins. Two. Three. All standard pins, guys. This was just basically to get it to work. did get it to work. I'm just looking at this 6th chamber, what they did here. Yeah, it's not bored out, it's just the they may have a retention that slides in there. Let's see if there's anything special for this one. Since I didn't have the tray, we'll rely on the photos. All standards, guys. All standards. All standards. Got some beat up springs. Let's pull out the last ones. Yeah, as I suspected, they had a bearing. There it is for the 6th position that would go into that little groove. This is, wow, look at this, is strange. The difference between this 5th spring. It's like a heavy duty spring on the 6th position. And that bearing sits right there. Just want to show you that spring that looks like it does not belong with the rest of them, because the rest of them are just tiny copper springs. Patience, practice, perseverance on this Gabriel project. Back up and running. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Hit the like button, subscribe, leave a comment. Appreciate your support. And I'll leave you a picture, since I didn't have the tray this time around, for you guys to look at the pins. They're all standard. Stay well.